Recently, a friend's baptism made me think about my own, or really any that I have helped participate with through the years. Ever what mode do you use to be baptized, whether it was sprinkling or, as people tease the Baptists, the dunking or whatever process? The symbol of baptism is the same, really. It's a symbol of a new life, a new creation. The old has passed away and the new has come. The death, burial, and resurrection of Christ is symbolized when someone is immersed in baptism. That person goes under the water for a moment as the old self is out of view and then comes up again out of the water, cleansed and in view again as a new person. That really isn't all that complicated. When you and I decided that we would follow Christ, we were still wet behind the ears from our baptism. You know that phrase, somebody who's still learning and growing and young, we used to call wet behind the ears. We were baptized into something that we didn't know everything about, but we knew that the old has passed away and the new is what we are called toward. So those symbols guided us, washed us, cleaned us up, and pointed us toward what it is that Jesus is looking for in his baptized followers. He's looking for this, that we would be changed and that we would change the world with us. I like what one author has said, Elizabeth Schussler. She says this: Jesus is going ahead, not away. He is going ahead of us to lead us to a destination, not away from us, trying to hide or hoping that we find him. He has a target, a destination, a place that he's going somewhere. And that place that he's going ahead toward, hoping we'll follow, is the new creation, the place prepared and gifted to all who would follow Christ. On Sunday, we're going to look at Paul's understanding of part of our journey as Christians. It's the Lenten season, and we'll journey together a bit in various ways. Sunday's the journey toward reconciliation. 2 Corinthians 5:16 through 21 are verses that you can read to get yourself ready for this service, where we will think through that part of who we are in Christ, that we are to be reconciled, not just with him, which is not our own doing, it's the grace of God, but with each other, which is our own doing, in that we would forgive and be able to reconcile with each other. Lord knows we could use a new creation some days, couldn't we? This old one is really messed up sometimes. We look at world events, we look at news, we look at the way we treat each other sometimes, and we realize this is not what things are meant to be. Thanks be to God, we can be in process, learning and growing toward what things are meant to be. And one of the ways we do that is to reconcile. When I kept checkbook stubs, and I don't anymore, I use online banking, I reconciled my bank account every month. You probably still do that. I think it's a good idea. What we were doing is making sure that what we spent is totaled up in a way that it certainly allows for us to have more money in the bank than what we spent. And we total each thing so that it is reconciled for us. We know just how much money we have and just how much we spent. Reconciliation in a spiritual way is so that we can, through the grace of God, be joined in him, balanced and free, and we can offer the same thing to others. I hope to see you Sunday. I hope you'll look at this idea of being reconciled before you come, and let's think about it then. God bless.